And confusing and frightening moments in the air when a pilot gets locked in a bathroom. It happened during what would have been a routine flight from LaGuardia Airport last night. A Delta pilot decided to take a bathroom break before the plane touched down and apparently locked himself in the bathroom. Well, the flight was on its way from Asheville, North Carolina. A passenger with a, quote, foreign accent tried to alert the co-pilot by banging on the cockpit door. That is when the so-called confusion resulted.
The captain disappeared in the back, went to use the restroom. The altercations and what I'm being told is he's stuck in the lab, and someone with a thick foreign accent is giving me a password to access the cockpit, and I'm not about to let him in.
NBC's Tom Costello live from Washington. So, Tom, we hear there the pilot refers to a thick foreign accent. One of the reports also indicated a source saying that someone thought it was a Middle Eastern accent. Nevertheless, a disturbing situation that resulted in a terror scare, as it's being called.
Well, this was Chautauqua Flight 6132 flying as Delta Connection from North Carolina up to New York. And, of course, New York, as any big city, but especially New York after 9/11, is very suspicious and concerned about suspicious activities. The pilot left the flight deck, went to relieve himself in the lab, and while he was in there, the door jammed. He couldn't get out. He's banging on the door. Nobody's letting him out. Finally, a passenger who had an accent is trying to help him get out, still can't get out. So the man goes to the cockpit, and he knocks on the door, and he says, "Hello, Mr. Co-pilot, your pilot is stuck back in the bathroom." The co-pilot is justifiably skeptical about this because remember that since 9/11, these doors are hardened, the locks are very difficult to get through, and they're concerned that a hijacker might try to talk his or her way into the cockpit. So the co-pilot isn't about to open up the door. Meanwhile, the pilot's stuck in the back of the plane, and this poor guy who's trying to help out is kind of stuck in the middle. Finally, the pilot did manage to break free. He made his way up to the cockpit. He got back inside and they landed the plane safely. But it goes to the heart of this concern that's obviously still very acute about the fear that somebody might try to break into the flight deck. The passenger who did have an accent was just trying to help out. Everybody thanked him and everybody went on their way once they got on the ground.
I'm curious here, one of the first questions a lot of people were asking, where was the flight crew, the other crew members, the flight attendants on that plane?
That's a very good question. We put in a call to Chautauqua Airlines, which is flying as Delta Connection, and they so far haven't returned our calls.
All right, well, let us know what they say when they get back to you, because they have to return your call. Tom Costello, thank you very much. Strange story, to say the least.